Okay, all is here. We continue to do this. We discuss this one. Then we try to do the revision rate of reaction. Macam mana kita buat? I will already share in the group. So you all do the question together with me, and I want you all to share the answer to me. Then I will mark lah. Okay. While waiting for others, kita buat any. I try to mark the paper. Question. This one. Okay. Lead to potassium iodide. When you do, make sure remember this one. Ki solution. Potassium iodide, lead to nitrate Pb bracket NO3, close the bracket, you already follow. And circle the anchor, this one is volume. And this is called molarity. Okay, molarity. And when this girl do the equation, that means she already score 2 marks lah. So here 0.1, 0.2. She already scored 2 marks. All right, after that, she used the value, this one. She find the number of mole. How to find the number of mole? MV over 1000. She used the formula MV over 1000. She apply, and this is KI punya lah. So she apply 0.5 times 25. Okay, divide with 1000, 0.025. Okay, you no need to put unit. If you want to put, can. Okay, the unit no need. Any question so far? So she already score one more mark here. So 0.3. She already scored 0.3. Okay, the problem is the problem is she didn't do the ratio, you know. So she lost 1 mark here. So saya tak nampak ratio di sini. Okay, tak ada markah. Okay, ratio, you must do the ratio to get the answer. So read the question. They give you information about what? Very simple. You all just focus. Okay, the information given about potassium hydroxide. Pergi ke equation potassium iodide. Ini maklumat you ada. And you ask the question what they want. They want the maximum mass of lead to iodide. Where is your lead to iodide? You circle, highlight this one. So now you find the ratio from the equation. How to find the ratio? So only this thing kena buat. So if let's say you orang susah nak buat, you buat divider like this from equation. This one equation. Equation. So you have information about Ki. You need information about about lead to iodide. You need information about lead to iodide. Go to the equation. You see number yang diberi depan. Okay, the number given in front is number 2, right? So here you just put what? From equation 2 mole. 2 mole become, letak arrow macam ni. Atau you tak letak arrow pun tak apa. 2 mole become how many mole of what? React how many mole of lead to iodide. So kamu tengok di sini dia tak ada number kan? Bila tak ada number depan, you just do what? You all put 1 mole. 1 mole. 2 become 1. Very simple, you know. 2 become 1 mean half lah. Okay, mula-mula ada 2, tiba-tiba jadi 1, so half lah. So now what you do here, you have the information from calculation number of mole Ki, right? How much value you get? 0.0125, right? So here you put 0.0125 mole, okay, of Ki solution will give you how much? Must do this one. A lot of students don't want to do this. I don't know why. You will lose 1 mark, you know. So you see 2 become 1 means half lah 1/2. Okay, times with 0.0125 mole, you will get 0.00 berapa dia dapat Okay, you dapat 0.0030 Okay, 20. Okay, 625 mole. When you do the ratio like this, you already score your point. Okay, 0.4. 0.4. Any question? Okay, 0.3. So she already scored 0.4. Okay, next they want what? They want the mass, right? So they want the mass of lead to iodide. So mass, how to find the mass? Formula kena hafal. Mass you want to find number of mole times with molar mass. Number of mole times of molar mass. They want to find mass of what? Baca soalan. They want the mass of lead to iodide. The number of mole, the ratio mole. You ambil ini kan? So you pergi sini mass of PbI2 formula number of mole times with molar mass. Okay, number of mole ambil ini 0.00625 times with molar mass of lead to iodide. RAM of lead okay, 207, iodine 127, okay, 127 akan diberi dalam soalan, sudah diberi sini. So just apply in the formula. Okay, molar mass of lead 2 iodide, formula diberikan. So 207 tambah 2 darab 127, you calculator find the answer. So the final answer must have unit. She put unit like this. 2.888125. So you make it 2.88 unit gram. That's all. The final answer must have only full answer. Okay, then you entitled to get 0.5. So 5 markah. And this girl, she score 0.5. Okay, that means 0.1, okay, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 missing. Okay, 0.4 which is ratio missing. So 0.5 tak ada. So straight away 0.5. So she score 4 marks. Well done. Okay, kita tengok yang next one. This is stoichiometric calculation. I already give a lot, So make sure remember all this. Okay, next one. You see here, the ratio, make sure you do, Okay, 1 mark. Don't waste your mark. Okay, now you see this question, lead to nitrate. So what is the requirement of question? They want volume. What information is given? Ini kan, angka ini adalah apa? Tengok unit. Ini adalah mass. Siapa punya mass? Baca sini. Copper 2, okay, nitrate. And this question very good. The girl did very good, So she already find the molar mass. Molar mass. Okay, molar mass. After that, she used formula mass over molar mass. Why she use here molar mass? Kenapa dia tak guna MB over 1000? Because the angka given is related to mass. So she used mass over molar mass. She find the number of mole. She already score 0.1. And this one, no need to put unit. If you want to put unit also can. No need to put unit. Okay, so she already score 1 mark. Okay, any question? No, and you see here she will get 0.2, because she already do the ratio. Tadi she never do the ratio. She do like this, this one. Sini saya tak nampak. She do this one, right? Okay, mana? This one, saya tak nampak ratio. Okay, but here she do the ratio. Ini saya nampak ratio. So that means she will score 0.3. Okay, and she already find the ratio. How to find the ratio? This one, you have information 2 mole. 2 mole of lead copper 2 nitrate, and they ask you to find oxygen, right? Oxygen 1 mole. 2 jadi 1. Half lah. Okay, she already put half here. She already compare from the equation. That means she already score 0.2, sorry. 0.2, I need 0.2. Show dapat ratio. Okay, next she if you want to find the volume. So what is the volume of oxygen gas? What is the formula to calculate volume of oxygen gas? Number of mole times with molar volume. This is the formula. Siapa belum hafal formula, tolong hafal formula cepat-cepat. Okay, then she do what? She take the mole that she find here, 0.05 times with molar volume. Molar volume is given 24 here. So 24 dm power 3, and final answer 0.12 volume dm power 3. Volume dm power 3. So this answer, so she already scored 0.3. No need to change it to cm power 3 unless in the question they ask you to change. So ini tak payah. So this one she scored 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Perfect marks. Any question? Any question? No question, Okay, so we go for today's lesson. I already shared the module in the group. Okay, group for rate of reaction. Kamu tengok. Before we do the rate of reaction, okay, saya nak bertekankan beberapa penting. Beberapa terms that you should correct, okay, when you do the rate of reaction. Okay, rate of reaction got fast and slow. Fast and slow. If fast reaction, kita ambil fast reaction cepat, the time taken you must put short. Lower lah, all that cannot. Time taken is shorter. Short, pendek. Dalam bahasa Melayu pendek. Okay, and the rate of reaction you should put what? I. Higher also can. Higher. Can So you haven't recorded. I already start recording lah. Adi is recording. Bye Adi. Okay, thanks. Okay, you want me to? It's recording. Okay, can please remember this. Can Okay. Then Abidin. Abidin ada. Amirul. Anyone? Sekarang azan tak? Hello. Hey, respond lah.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Harwin. Now the Azan, right? You can hear.
Not very sure, sir. Inside the house.
Mana? Okay. Ya, Azan. Okay, kita tunggu sekejap eh. Okay, we continue eh. Can eh? Okay, so we check this one. If fast reaction, the time taken you should put shorter. Rate of reaction you should put higher. If slow reaction, you should put what? The time taken will be longer, panjang. Okay, or you can put long. Okay, long eh. And the rate of reaction you should put low. Ini saja. Higher, lower. So what happened last year when I marked the paper, a lot of students, they do like this, Time taken increases. You put increases or decreases. Decreases. And rate of reaction, you put what? Faster. If you put faster, what is the difference between the reaction and this one? No difference at all. No marks. Okay, some of you do what? You guys put this word, greater. Greater cannot. Greater we use for human being. Arvin is a greater person. Arvin is a great person. Cannot. For reaction, high or low. That's all. So please remember when rate of reaction, don't put fast. Okay, because if you put fast, you are referring to what? Referring to the chemical reaction. Rate of reaction, you guys must put what? You guys must put I. If let's say the reaction is fast. If the reaction is slow, time taken, so here the time taken for fast reaction, you should put what? Short or shorter. Ini saja terms yang kamu kena guna. Cannot change any other things. Understand? If the reaction occur is slower, slow rate of reaction, time taken, the duration will be longer, right? So you put long. And the rate of reaction, jangan pergi letak slower. The rate of reaction of set 2 is slower. The rate of reaction of set 3 is slower. Tak boleh. That means you are referring to what? Fast reaction. You are keep writing the same thing only. So no marks. So you must put what? You must put low. That's all. Okay, so please remember rate of friction guna dua term saja. Jangan salah dalam exam. I don't want to see the mistake, keep repeating the mistake. Can Nikhil understand? Nikhil understand? Okay, understand? Okay. So I or low.
Yes, sir, I
Right?
understand, sir.
Okay, so don't put greater, don't put faster, don't put all that. I want, if you see the rate of reaction I, if you see the time taken shorter, please remember rate of reaction higher. If you see the time taken longer, the rate of reaction is low or lower. Okay, can I? Okay, now next one. Ini lama tak keluar dalam exam. So 12 reaction you must remember. Which one fast, which one slow. Combustion. Ini saya buat combustion, you put fast reaction. Photosynthesis. Okay, now you all take a paper, you answer. I wait. Now you answer together, answer. Okay, I wait for 1 minute. The module in your group. Ini saya tak nak jawapan. You don't need to share this one. Okay, this one you all mark yourself. So, yang mana you all have to send it to me. So, I mark here later lah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what is number 5, sir?
Number 5, stalactite and stalagmite. In the
Yes.
cave, you know cave, right? Cave,
Yes,
if
sir.
you go to cave, the cave, so here the formation, you can see the formation of stone. Okay, the rock from the
Yes, sir.
upside. This is called stalagmite. If let's say the bottom one, you see like these are the stone, the marble stone, like this is called stalactite.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Thank you, sir.
the formation of calcium carbonate on the cave. This one file slow lah. Okay, and why I put this memang saya dah tengok objective question since 2021 langsung tadi. So make sure remember. Okay, 1 minute finish. Okay, photosynthesis slow. Okay, neutralization fast. So please memorize. Rusting of ion, okay, slow. Dia ambil 1 tahun, 2 tahun, 3 tahun macam tu. Formation of stalactite and stalagmite in cave. Okay, formation of the rock. Cave is slow reaction. Ripening of fruit, slow or fast, is slow reaction. Okay, burning of fuel, very fast. Respiration, fast or slow? Anyone? Respond. Biology student. Abhishek?
Fast.
Huh?
Sir, fast.
Confirm ah?
Yes, sir. Fast.
Betul.
I don't know, sir. You tell us.
Arvin, answer.
The fast, sir.
It should be only lah. You makan very fast, your food will be burned in your body. It will take 2 hours to digest, you know. Okay, 2 hours to digest. For respiration, fermentation all slow. Respiration means you're not taking gas into your body, you know. The respiration means cellular respiration. Oxygen and glucose will burn and produce 38 ATP. The 38 ATP from glucose will give you the energy, right? So it should be slow lah. Okay, rotting of food, this is slow. Okay, decomposition of decomposer, double decomposition, preparation of what are insoluble salt, that is fast. Okay, striking matchsticks will be fast. Fermentation process penyampaian slow. Okay, so please remember all these for objective question. Okay, siapa dapat semua betul? Inman, how can get ah?
I got the respiration one wrong, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, respiration, okay, slow. Okay, but if ni cuba check, nanti saya check. Saya pun dah keliru. Okay, can Okay, so done. Okay, now I go for definition. So the rate of definition, you kena faham di mana you have to use specific definition, di mana you have to use the general definition. Okay, so specific and general. Okay, so during chemical reaction, we have A plus B, you will get what? C plus D. Okay, this A plus B is called what? Reactant, bahan tindak balas. We call what? This is called reactants. And after that, it's called what? Product. After the reaction, you will get product. General definition means, kalau ditanya define what is mean by rate of reaction, that is general. Kalau ditanya define the rate of reaction in this experiment, that is specific. Okay, faham tak? So kalau dia tanya general, you tuliskan ni. You want to take reactant can or product can. So how to do, mesti ada change, mesti ada quantity. Ini dua tak ada markah. Okay, very important. Change in the quantity of reactants per unit time. Okay, change in the quantity of reactant per unit time, or you can take change in the quantity of product will increase with time. Product per unit time, this is the general definition. Macam mana nak guna, nanti kita buat soalan. Can so understand already? Okay, now we go for specific definition. They will put, okay, let's say in the question they calculate this one. Dia guna benda ni untuk ni. This is reactant. And you must know this calcium carbonate exists in the form of what? Powder. That means they will measure what? Mass. Okay, mass. So they ask you what is the meaning of rate of reaction in this experiment. So you put what? Change, mesti ada. Change in what quantity? What quantity you will use? Mass. Mass of calcium carbonate. Then you put here per unit time. You already score 1 mark. Ini tukar perkataan. So I don't know how to tukar perkataan. In the exam, you all will put symbol, right? Don't put the symbol. Okay, can I? So how to do? Change in the mass of calcium. Calcium carbonate. Then you put here per unit time. Okay, you guys already score 1 mark. Any question? Okay, so here you put per unit time. This is specific. If let's say in that on another question, they do what? They collect the volume of gas. This is what? Gas. If gas means they do what? They will collect the volume of gas. If they collect the volume of gas, how to define the rate of reaction, specific rate of reaction. Okay, kamu collect, right? So you put here change. Change in the quantity is what? What measurable quantity? Change in the volume. Volume of what gas? Carbon dioxide gas. Then you put here per unit time. Okay, perubahan dalam isi padu gas carbon dioksida per unit masa. Ada seorang tak mute lah. Siapa dia? Mute kan? Okay, then so this is specific. One more reaction. So you all copy this answer lah. Can I wait So I still don't know. You go very fast. Next we do question. So then you understand. Remember in the exam they will check what ada tak perkataan change. Okay, the quantity they specify or not. Mass. Okay, of calcium carbonate if they use mass. Okay, for if let's say they collect the gas, how you know? You see the question, in the question they ada bagi table, they ada collect the volume of gas, you already know. So you must put change. Ini tak ada markah. Okay, in the volume of carbon dioxide gas per unit time. Okay, you already score 1 mark. Don't waste your mark. Any question? No, Okay. Now, okay, one more experiment. Lama tak keluar, nanti saya akan ajar kamu semua benda ni. Okay, they use what? This one. They bagi conical flask. Inside the conical flask, ini tengah-tengah dia letak satu X mark. Siapa tu belum mute lagi? Kejap, saya tengok ada budak dia tak dengar lah. Who's the one tak ada mute? Okay. Ada semua dah mute Okay, nanti bila ni Abidin. Yeah. Okay. Okay, nanti Nani. Okay. Okay, for this experiment, kalau dibagi, so they do what? They take the sodium thiosulfate. Okay, thiosulfate react with sunny hydrochloric acid. You have to observe the conical flask vertically. Here you put stopwatch. You take the time. Okay, time taken for this reaction, the definition for rate of reaction, time taken for the X mark on the paper disappear from the site during the experiment. Ini semua tak payah. You just write down the time taken for the mark X disappear from the site. Ini boleh ni. So this year SPM, this is highly targeted. Nanti kita akan buat lepas cuti raya. Okay, can kita habiskan untuk, kita fokus untuk you punya exam dulu. Can Okay, if done, let me know. 1%, we move on to next question. One person angkat tangan, kita move on. Okay, we move on to next one. Okay, now look at the second paper. Second question. Okay, ini saya akan buat. The next one you all do and send the answer to me. Okay, can this one I'll do because the year got drawing. Okay, so this year, last year came out drawing is about what? Last year satu drawing about redox. Okay, so this year and last year read the rate of reaction keluar structure paper. Dear rate of reaction every year essay question, last year structure. So this year confirm essay. So if you very smart, you just focus on rate of reaction to get 20 20 per 20 per 20 lah. So 20 markah. So rate of reaction drawing you must remember. Okay, kita tengok soalan ni. A student carry out experiment to determine the rate of reaction of excess of marble. Marble means what? Batu kapur. Batu kapur. What is the chemical name for marble? Calcium carbonate. Okay, reacted with hydrochloric acid. First, you do the equation hydrochloric acid bertindak balas dengan calcium carbonate. Please remember two product memorize: carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water. Okay, the salt, you want to get the salt, ini you ambil Ca2 positive. Here you take what? Cl negative. You already practice a lot of equation, you know. Okay, so macam ni, join. Positive depan, negative belakang. CaCl, here you see got 2, right? The magnitude of the charge 2, right? So you put 2. Okay, you already score 1 mark. Okay, don't waste your mark for equation, must get full. Okay, after you guys do this, balance the hydrogen. Here hydrogen 2, right? Sini hydrogen 1, right? So you guys put 2 here. Okay, you guys put 2 and get the marks. Okay, 2 marks. Okay, and chloride 2, chloride 2. You already get the answer. Okay, now they ask the definition. Now you see, state the definition for the rate of reaction. Ini adalah general. General, and you want to see the general, you go to the question, they ask what? Collect the volume of gas produced. Volume of gas. So tengok equation left and right, where is the gas? This is the gas. Understand? So I do the general definition. What is the definition of the rate of reaction? Change in the, I put quantity. Quantity, which one? They collect here, right? Here is what? Product, right? Change in the quantity of product. So I put product, then I put per unit time taken. Time, that's all. Dalam bahasa Melayu macam mana? Perubahan dalam kuantiti hasil tindak balas per unit masa. Any question? This is general. So you already score 1 mark. Okay, any question? No question. Okay, now they want you to draw the label diagram. I draw for y'all. You want to do this, okay, you must memorize the diagram. So first you draw conical flask. Okay. Now those days conical flask semua you kena lukis betul-betul. Now you lukis macam ni pun cukup. Conical flask. After that you do what? You pour the hydrochloric acid. So you pour the hydrochloric acid here macam ni. So hydrochloric acid macam mesti macam ni. Dapat? Then this calcium carbonate solid, you know. Solid. So you guys put a solid here. So you can put like this, calcium carbonate. Later get the label. After that, the gas will release, right? You have to collect the gas. So how to collect the gas? You use the delivery tube. This one. And you want to collect the gas, you use water displacement method. Okay, macam ni. So kena lukis. So this one, you buat apa? You masukkan dalam sini. Then basin. Okay, you put here basin. Okay. Any question? So far? No, Okay, after that, you tutup the conical flask. The way to tutup the conical flask, you letak macam ni, macam ni. Okay, you all follow, Okay, letak macam ni, macam ni. Tengah-tengah ni kan, this here, this side you put like this. Here. Abidin ni apa masalah Abidin? Dari tadi dia ada masalah. Okay, dia ada masalah connection lah. Okay, now you do like this. So they want like this. Don't do conical flask like this, you know. You already, they won't give you marks. So careful with this one. Okay, macam ni. Jangan buat macam ni. Salah. Okay, I repeat again. Jangan buat macam ni. Then after the reaction, how to remove the stopper. This is wrong. Once pemeriksa tengok benda ni, sudah salah. So you must do like this. Any question? Okay, nah? Okay, so ini sudah salah. Okay, so 3 marks, you know, don't waste your marks. After that, you want to collect the volume of gas, you have to do, you have to use the burette. Okay, so sini guna burette. Okay, burette, you letak macam ni, then water displacement method. So please practice drawing this one. And here macam ni. Okay, this one tutup dengan kunci. Okay, then after that, the burette cannot stand without support. You just draw the retort stand. You already score 2 marks here. After that, label kena ada 5 labels. So this is what? Water. Water. This is what? Basin. Basin. This is what? Burette. Burette. What gas is collected? Carbon. Carbon dioxide gas is collected. Delivery tube tak payah, you label this one is conical flask. After that, you label the acid. This is what? Hydrochloric. Okay, hydrochloric acid. And this is known as calcium. Okay, calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate. You guys already score 3 marks for this drawing. Any question? Any question? No question. Okay, practice this one. Can I? So the carbon dioxide will move, okay, through the delivery tube. Dia akan naik, dia akan kumpul di sini. Every interval of time, we will collect the gas. Okay, can? Okay, siapa nak copy, copy sekarang. Y'all baru nampak dia punya ni kan. Later y'all do on your own. Okay, so I already score 2 marks, 1 mark. Okay, 1 mark. Then I already score 3 marks here. Any question? Okay, so this year I targeted this drawing. Okay, can? Okay, now your turn. Okay, I want question 1, question 2. Siapa dah buat boleh hantar dekat saya. Saya bagi masa 1 minit dari sekarang. Saya bagi masa 2 minit untuk you fikirkan. Very fast, Diana. She already do the calculation. She already do. Adi Anman pun very fast. Okay, saya ambil seorang punya ni. Okay, the rest dua. Okay, already do. This one, she already do. Okay, so we check one of the student. Entah saya tak nak namakan apa siapa nama dia. Okay, just tengok dia punya jawapan. Okay, see Okay, now we check this one. Okay, they use marble chip, calcium carbonate, nitric acid. All right. The definition for rate of reaction in this experiment, so this should be specific definition. Okay, they collect what volume of gas. The guided, they already give you. So you put change in the volume of carbon dioxide gas per unit time taken. Overall rate of reaction. Overall rate of reaction, you calculate average overall rate of reaction. So you put here ini tak boleh salah tau. Average overall, okay, overall rate of reaction you want to calculate. The formula is what? Maximum volume collected divide with the maximum time. Maximum time. Okay, so the volume of gas collected cm power 3, time is second. Kamu tengok di sini, unit sudah diberi. So mana maximum volume? Kamu tengok di sini. Okay, the volume remain constant. Okay, 46, 46, 46. Di mana mula-mula start? This is your maximum volume. And which one is your maximum time? This is your maximum time. So you take 46, divide with 120 only. So very simple answer. So what you all do, the maximum volume collected is 46.0 cm power 3. Maximum time taken for the reaction complete is 120. So divide with 120 unit second. You take this one. Unit cm power 3 per second, you take your 1 mark. Don't waste your marks on this part. Can I? Any question? Kita tengok Diana punya jawab. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I already mentioned your name. Okay, we see the student's answer. Correct or not? Dia dapat berapa markah? Okay, the equation perfect. So that means she score 1 mark here. 1 mark. Balance, okay. So the nitric acid 1 mark. So she score 0.1, 0.2. Okay, 2 marks. Okay, and the rate of reaction. Okay, the rate of reaction is the volume of carbon dioxide gas per unit time taken. Tak dapat markah. She already put effort do, One word is missing. Anyone? What word is missing here? Siapa boleh bagi tahu?
The change also. Change in the volume.
Yeah, the change. Okay, can I? We have to follow lah. You no need to write all this. Just put change. This word change in the volume of what gas? Of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gas per unit time. Per unit time. So when we mark this one, kita akan rasa kesian pada pelajar tu tau. Tak boleh bagi markah. We cannot give mark because of this word change. Tada. So the rate of reaction they already say perubahan. It will change. 30 second change, 60 second dia akan berubah, 90 second the volume keep changing until at one point of the time the volume remains unchanged. That means the reaction already stopped. Understand or not? Okay, now we see. Okay, overall rate of reaction, she scored very good marks, So 46, she take maximum volume divide with maximum time. Here she scored 0.1. Okay, then I check this one 3 decimal point. Unit perfect, she scored 0.2. So she already scored 4 marks. Okay, only 1 mark is missed. Okay, well done, Diana. Okay, can I? So make sure remember. Okay, so ini saya dah buat. Okay, all of you understand the concept, understand? Okay, now I want to go to collision theory and factor essay question. I will teach two, one you guys do. Okay, can I? Collision theory and factor. Okay, and please remember before I start, I put here rate of reaction. Rate of reaction must put this word only, higher. Okay, I don't want this word all. Faster, I don't want. I don't want greater, I don't want. Increase semua saya tak nak. I want higher or lower. That's all. Understand? Okay, why saya sudah justify just now, betul Okay, understand? Okay, and now look at here. How many factor? Before we go, how many factor? I want you all to memorize this. Jangan pergi tukar benda lain. Okay, the factors that affect rate of reaction. Okay, please memorize this one. Number one, factor. Okay, jangan pergi tulis total surface area. This is not a factor. This is the reason for the factor. Total surface area is not a factor. It is a reason for the factor. Please put in your mind. Jangan waste your marks. Don't waste your mark. Okay, the factor one is known as size of reactant. Size bahan tindak balas. Factor 2 is known as temperature, suhu dia. Factor 3 adalah apa? Concentration, kepekatan. Okay, kan? Okay, factor 4. Mesti ada di antara kamu akan tulis E naught value. This E naught value you learn under Form 5 redox. Jangan bawa untuk rate of reaction. Understand or not? Okay, kan? Okay. Okay, factor 3 is what we won't learn this pressure. Pressure no need, buang tong sampah. Tapi remember for objective question Factor 5, presence of catalyst. Only 5 factor. 5 factor. Okay, I will teach you the format to compare two experiment today for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I don't want any mistake in your exam. Okay, can I? Can I? Okay, so which of the following is the factor that affect rate of reaction, size of reactant? Okay, size bahan tindak belas, suhu, concentration kepekatan, pressure tekanan, and presence of catalyst, kehadiran makin. Okay, and please remember for objective question, which of the following not the factor? Bukan faktor mempengaruhi kadar tindak balas. Please remember mass is not a factor. And one more, EC padu. Volume is not a factor. Understand? Okay, kena? So, jangan pergi tulis larger total surface area. Total surface area is the reason. Okay, now I do first question. Okay, this is the question. Based on collision theory, compare the rate of reaction of set 1, set 2. Okay, berapa markah diberi? 5 marks. Okay, kena? 5 markah, 5 point. Macam mana nak buat point? Kita tengok soalan dia. After soalan, please do this. Okay, instruction. Gather some information before you answer the essay question. Okay, you kena dapatkan maklumat. So, I use set 1, set 2. Okay, can I? Okay, then you go and see, okay, set 1, the time taken. Okay, time taken is shorter. Okay, when time taken shorter, you go to the first page. Ini time taken shorter, rate of reaction higher. Okay, so you go and get your point here. Okay, set 1, the rate of reaction higher. Jangan pergi tulis greater. Okay, that means your set 2, The time taken is what? Longer. So here the rate of reaction lower. Jangan pergi tulis slowest. Ada yang tulis faster, slower semua. Itu adalah reaction, not rate of reaction. Okay, nah? Okay, now you go and find the factor. What is the factor? Okay, the factor involved here they use powder. Powder smaller. Okay, when they use powder smaller, it has larger surface area exposed to the reaction. So the factor they use, here they use ketulan, granule. Okay, granule. So the factor, concentration sama. Okay, volume tidak mempengaruhi kadar tindak balas. Saya dah letak which of the following volume not affected the rate of reaction. So what factor from the question you know already? This one. Okay, size dia. Satu size kecil, satu size besar. So the factor you write down. Factor is one size of what ni? Size of zinc powder. Zinc. Size of reactant. Okay. Okay, what is the reason you will use? Here they use powder, right? Set 1 they use powder, right? It has total surface area exposed adalah larger. Luas permukaan yang terdedah adalah sangat besar. Okay, here the total surface area exposed to the reaction is smaller. Now you do the chemical equation. They use zinc, hydrochloric acid, right? They use zinc and hydrochloric acid, right? You guys do the chemical equation for me. Okay, how to do the chemical equation? Hydrochloric acid react with zinc. You guys will get what? Acid plus metal. You will get hydrogen gas. Kena hafal. Okay, ini kan zinc 2 positive. Here chloride ion join. You will get ZnCl2. We already practice a lot. Must memorize. Understand? After that, you guys do what? Balance the equation. Balance the hydrogen only. How to balance the hydrogen? H2, here H1. So I balance, I put 2 here. Okay, chlorine 2, chlorine 2. Okay, you already do the equation, right? Okay, for collision theory, you need to get the particle. What particle involved in the reaction? Cuba dapatkan particle. When you see this from here, okay, hydrochloric acid. The particle involved acid, what particle? Hydrogen ion. Tolong letak. Acid, not only hydrochloric acid, whatever acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, ethanoic acid, hydrochloric acid, just take the hydrogen ion. Can understand? Can understand? Understand? Okay, when you see here, 1 capital, 1 small, ataupun 1 capital, 1 small, ataupun 1 capital, okay, or 1 capital, 1 small, okay, please put here zinc atoms. The particle exists is zinc atoms. Any question? Okay, you already got all the current information. You want to compare, right? Always use the positive result. Like Abhishek got 1 kilang buat tayar. Nikhil got kilang buat tayar. Nikhil punya tayar, Abhishek punya tayar. Abhishek punya tayar sekali in 1 hour he produce 100 tires. Nikhil in 1 hour he produce 10 tires only. So that means which one has a higher rate of reaction? Abhishek lah, because he produce higher amount of tire in 1 hour. Understand or not? So we use what? Nikhil punya. Abhishek punya, because Abhishek 100 tire. So his production is higher, his earning is higher, dia punya value is higher, dia punya living style is higher. So we want higher. Understand? Jangan pergi tulis the rate of reaction of set 2 lower than set 1. Why you want to give a negative result? Give a positive result. Understand or not? Okay, you all sure takkan understand punya. Nanti dalam exam, orang mesti akan buat macam ni. Saya cabar kamu, nanti tengok. Dalam exam, mesti ada yang akan buat. Saya mesti akan scan, saya akan buat letak, nanti saya kena marah. Okay, so what you do? Tick here. I want to compare this. Okay, larger total surface area, I compare this. The particle, I must take this. Understand? You already ticked, right? Now we go for the essay question. So based on collision theory, compare the rate of reaction. They want us to compare the rate of reaction of set 1, set 2, set 1. So you do what? How to get 5 points? First point, compare the rate of reaction. So point pertama, rate of reaction in set 1, I take positive result higher than set 2. I already score my point 1. Understand? Okay, you all have to write lah. The rate of reaction in set 1 is higher than set 2. Number 2, compare the factor. Compare the factor. What factor they use? Set 1, they use size of reactant, which is size of zinc is smaller. Size of zinc. Size of zinc. Okay, in set 1. Kenapa saya bagi ruang yang besar sangat ni? Okay, size of zinc in set 1 smaller than set 2. Okay, I compare the zinc. Understand? Can I compare the factor? So I already score my point 2. Any question? Any question? No question.
Sir,
Yeah.
but if you write zinc powder, is it okay?
Yeah, okay, can. As long as you put the sunny, compare the set 1 because you already choose the set 1 rate of reaction is higher, right? Can. Size of zinc in set 1 is smaller than set 2. You already score 1 mark. Okay, now the reason for the factor. Why you say sunny size of zinc in set 1 is lower, smaller? What will happen? The total surface area of zinc in set 1 larger than set 2. When powder has larger total surface area, dia punya luas permukaan sangat tinggi, besar. Faham? So you already score your point 3. Okay, now we go for collision theory. Point 4, point 5 collision theory. How to do the collision theory? You see here collision theory must compare. Okay, after that you must take the particle. Mana particle dia? This is the particle. The zinc and hydrogen atom. So how to do this? Frequency of collision between hydrogen ion and zinc atoms in set 1 higher than set 2. You already score 0.4. Any question? Okay, last point, also collision theory. Also collision theory, you must put the particle frequency of what collision? Effective collision between zinc atoms and hydrogen ion in set 1 is higher than set 2. You already score 0.5. Your perfect marks 0.5/5. Any question? So you do in essay formula. So this is the answer. So you want to copy? Copy now. Oh, Dana already copy. Dana, why you very fast? Okay. She already do the second one. She did not waiting for me. Okay, now your only. You try this. Okay, nah? Okay, ini sudah buat kan? Now you guys try this. Then I take another student. I give chance to other student. Okay, nah? But yours I will check lah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I give you 5 minutes to answer this question. Okay. Siapa nak buat? Inman, Kirti, okay, Christina, okay, Madhuri, please try. Okay, look at this question. Also size of reactant. Size of reactant, they bagi calcium carbonate powder. The set 2, they give you what? Calcium carbonate granule. The time taken shorter, time taken longer. That means the set 1 rate of reaction higher, set 2 rate of reaction lower. You do this. Okay. So what? Always gather the information, then only answer. I check yours, Andina. Okay, you score 0.1. Size of zinc calcium carbonate powder in set 1 is smaller than, okay, 0.2. Exposed to the point set 1 longer, larger 1. Frequency of collision, okay, between hydrogen ion and very good, Diana. 1 mark. Okay, so Diana score 5/5. Very good. In the exam, make sure remember. Okay, siapa nak jawab? Siapa nak hantar? Adi Anman hantar one. Okay, Adi, sorry, just now. Adi Anman, your overall rate of reaction, why you have to minus with 0? Adi Anman, you here or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your first question, calculation equation correct. Your definition, change in the volume of gas per unit time. You tell me correct or wrong?
You must put carbon dioxide.
Must specify the gas. And the calculation, okay, why you have to minus 0? Just maximum volume divide with maximum time. Okay, redo. Okay, you guys can answer now. 5 minutes from now. Nikhil, you send the answer.
I can, sir.
Okay. Once you finish, you take your time and do. Okay, those finish can send the answer to me. I take one of the answer and check. Okay, Diana already sent the answer. Very good, well done. 5/5. Kita tengok siapa yang dapat 5/5. Inman, Keti, all can send all send. Hantar dekat WhatsApp saya. Arwing, why quiet only? Arwing. Okay. Okay, Nikki, hantar lah, Nikki. Finish ah? Hello.
Yes, sir. Sending, sir.
Okay. Okay, I check. Wow,
Done, sir.
you. Wait Okay, so Nikki. Oh, Nikki type Why you want to type lah? Yeah, you type in your laptop
Yes, sir.
Okay, I check. We check Nikhil's answer. The others, please do Okay. Next, Abhishek, you get ready Okay, I check Nikhil's answer. Okay. Okay, you all see, okay, the rate of reaction of calcium carbonate, rate of reaction of calcium carbonate. Nikhil, rate of reaction of set 1 enough lah, because in set 1, not only calcium carbonate, we have what? Calcium carbonate and nitric acid.
Nitric
If
acid,
you want
yes.
to put rate of reaction of calcium carbonate and nitric acid in set 1 is higher than set 1. This one no need. Just put
Okay,
rate
sir.
of reaction of set 1, okay, is higher than set 2. Okay, never mind. I give you marks
Thanks.
lah, motivate you. Okay, the size of calcium carbonate in set 1 larger, Nikhil, powder and granule. Which one larger? Powder
Granule, sir.
smaller.
Yes, sir.
Okay, which one
Powder
you
smaller,
want to
sir.
okay, so your answer here wrong already.
Yes, yes.
One mark gone. The size of calcium carbonate in set 1 is smaller than set 2. Never mind, it's okay. The total surface of calcium carbonate in set 1 is larger, you get 0.3. The collision, the frequency of collision between hydrogen ion, calcium carbonate, very good, Nikhil. In set 1 is higher, this is 0.4. The frequency of collision here, okay, gone. So you score 3/5 marks. Okay, can I? Okay, we check the answer. I don't want to give the answer. You all do on your own. What is the problem here? We check this one. You're planning, can I? Okay, mungkin saya pressure dia sudah stress. Okay, tak apalah. Okay, the rate of reaction here is I. Okay, this one is lower. Okay, can I? The factor they use what? Calcium carbonate powder. Always remember powder. Okay, so the powder, the factor I specify. Okay, yeah. So they use calcium carbonate. Okay, calcium carbonate powder. Okay, powder. Okay, powder in set 1. Okay, that means it has smallest size of reactant used calcium carbonate is small. So here you must use small. Here they use what? Bigger lah. Okay, can I? Okay, next, the reason you use is what? Total surface area. Okay, of zinc powder, calcium carbonate powder here is what? Bigger or larger? I use larger lah. Can I use larger? Larger here is smaller. Okay, chemical equation, they use what? Nitric acid. So I put here HNO3 react with calcium carbonate. You guys will get what? Ca bracket NO3 2 plus carbon dioxide plus water. The particle involved acid, you must take hydrogen ion. Okay, and here this is called insoluble salt. Please remember calcium carbonate. Okay, copper 2 carbonate. Okay, zinc carbonate. Okay, magnesium carbonate. All is known as insoluble, tak larut. They won't form ion. So you must put here CaCO3 compound. Calcium carbonate compound. Must memorize, can I? Okay, so now we answer the question. We check the answer the question. So apa kesalahan dia? Okay, the rate of reaction of, saya padam ni, rate of reaction of set 1, okay, is higher than set 2. Already got 1 mark. The size of calcium carbonate in set 1, okay, you must use what? Smaller. Smaller than set 2. The total surface area of calcium carbonate in set 1 larger. This is perfect answer. The collision, Nikhil, this one also you lost marks, you know.
Yes, sir. The frequencies.
Okay, lost marks. So 2 lah. Okay, so here you see, the frequency, must put frequency of collision between hydrogen ion and calcium carbonate atom. Sudah salah. Calcium carbonate is compound. Understand? Calcium carbonate compound in set 1 is higher than in set 2. Salah. Ni sudah hilang markah lah. Okay, can I? The frequency here, the frequency of what collision? Effective collision. Baru betul. Saya ambil satu jawapan yang betul. Saya tunjuk dekat kamu. Okay, saya ambil satu lagi jawapan. Okay, I take one more answer. Check this one. Okay, we mark this question. Okay, we see she score full mark or not. Okay. Okay, kita tengok jawapan ini. Saya cuba bagi markah lah. Okay, the rate of reaction of set 1. Okay, set 1 higher than set 2. So this is 0.1. Okay, the size of calcium carbonate in set 1 is smaller. She put smaller. Okay, then in set 2. So this is 0.2. She already carbonate. Total surface area of calcium carbonate exposed to reaction in set 1 larger. Very good. Very perfect answer. Point 3. The frequency of collision between hydrogen ion and calcium carbonate. She tak buat compound, tak apa, still terima. Okay, is higher than ini. So she score 0.4. The frequency of effective collision, okay, between the hydrogen, between the particles here. Particles, then here also you must state the part ni follow this one. So here you lost 1 mark. Okay. So this one 1 mark gone. If can try to follow Dina can
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is only here got no mark, but this one I think can give marks lah. Okay, 0.5. Okay, so I give 5/5. Okay, okay. Particles, because she already mentioned here, so we can give a mark. We can put BOD, benefit of doubt. Okay, so kita akan bagi markah. Perfect score. Okay, now we go for next factor. Okay, can I? Next factor, we try to go for factor. We finish up all the factor. Can I? Okay, concentration factor. Concentration factor. Okay, can I? Okay, kepekatan. Okay, so we see marble, they use powder. They use powder. That means size of return cannot be. Here the time taken shorter. When time taken short, here the time taken long. This is the rate of reaction higher. Here the rate of reaction low. Okay, so set 1 high, set 2 low. So rate of reaction of set 1 high, set 2 low. Rendah, tinggi. The factor they use, what factor? Concentration. Concentration of what? Hydrochloric acid. So mana ni? Kamu tengok. Here they use 1.0 mole DM negative 3. I. Here they use what? 0.5 mole DM negative 3. So lower. So the rate of reaction concentration of set 1 higher than set 2. Okay, what is the definition? Reason for concentration. Reason for concentration, tolong ingat, number of particles per unit volume. This is the reason. But what you all do, you must specify the answer, the concentration of hydrochloric acid, right? Acid means what particle? Hydrogen ion. So ini you padam, you all have to specify number of hydrogen ion per unit volume in set 1 higher than set 2. Okay, then you do the chemical equation. They use what? Marble powder hydrochloric acid, right? So hydrochloric acid react with calcium carbonate. You will get one CaCl2 plus carbon dioxide plus water. Balance put to here. Can I? Okay, from here, frequency of collision between hydrogen ion. Okay, hydrogen ion. Then you put here frequency of collision between hydrogen ion. Once you see this insoluble salt, calcium carbonate compound. Get all the information. So you want to write, you want to compare, use the positive result. Ini, okay, ini the number of hydrogen ion per unit volume in set 1 higher than set 2. Okay, the frequency of collision between hydrogen ions, okay, and calcium carbonate compound in set 1, okay, is higher than set 2, and the frequency of effective collision. Okay, now we answer 0.5. Based on collision theory, okay, compare set 1 and set 2. So macam mana nak jawab? The rate of reaction of set 1 is higher than set 2. You already score 0.1. Okay, why? Because the concentration of hydrochloric acid in set 1 is higher than set 2. Positive result. Okay, what is the reason for concentration? The number of what ion? Hydrogen ion per unit volume in set 1 is higher than set 2. You orang tulis dengan lengkap Okay, the number of hydrogen ion per unit volume in set 1 higher than set 2. You already score 1 mark. Okay, 3 marks. Okay, next, collision theory, compare and must state the particle. The frequency of collision between hydrogen ion and calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate exists as what? Compound. In set 1 higher than set 2. Okay, last point, the frequency of effective collision between hydrogen ion and calcium carbonate compound in set 1 higher than set 2, you already score 5/5. Any question? Any question? No question, Okay, the module is there. Later, I will share the video. Watch and do. Okay, or you can do first and watch lah. Okay, now we go for catalyst. Catalyst very easy, no? Catalyst very easy. We go for catalyst. Okay, when catalyst present, adik, okay, macam mana nak tahu catalyst wujud? Okay, ini set 1. Okay, macam mana nak tahu? Set 1, kita ada reactant A plus B. Okay, A plus B, you will get what? C plus D. This is product, right? So, product saya padam dulu. Okay, product saya tenang lah. Okay, so dia ada dua product. Dua reactant. In set 1, 2 reactant. Then you see set 2. Set 2, dia ada satu reactant, dua reactant, tiba-tiba di sini dia tambah satu bahan. They add one more substance. Got 3 benda. So this 3 benda ketiga is what? Catalyst. When catalyst present, it will lower the EA. Dia akan kurangkan EA. Lower the EA. What is EA? Activation energy. Activation energy. Any question? Okay, and one more keyword here, frequency. Frequency of collision. Frequency of collision, no need to write. Tak perlu tulis. You terus pergi kepada frequency of effective collision. Kalau you nak tulis, tulis. Tapi tak ada markah. You nak tulis, tulis. Tak ada markah. So, what you teaching? I don't understand. Okay, now we do this. Okay, excess of zinc granule. Okay, dia ada A, satu bahan. Okay, plus, okay, hydrochloric acid. Dia ada B. Tambah C. Patut di sini, they want to test, di sini pun kena ada A, B, C kan? Dia kena ada 3 bahan kan? Kita tengok yang eksperimen kedua. Set 2. Excess of... Ini siapa ni? Abidin, kenapa you buat macam tu? 2-3 kali. Okay. Okay, tak apalah. Okay, now we do this. A, then one more hydrochloric acid. Okay, A and one more hydrochloric acid. Okay, so di sini set 2 we have only 2 bahan, you know. 2 bahan. That means this is C lah. This is catalyst lah. So this factor, what factor you remember? Factor factor catalyst. So which one is catalyst? Copper 2 sulfate is your catalyst. So if in the exam dia tanya apa fungsi, what is the function of copper 2 sulfate, you just put act as catalyst. Bertindak sebagai mangkin. You already score 1 mark. The copper 2 sulfate solution act as catalyst, you already got 1 mark. And when catalyst found, the product form, okay, time taken shorter, time taken year longer. So therefore, the rate of reaction, this one high, this one low. Okay, kita tengok set 1. Okay, set 1, the rate of reaction high because catalyst present. Okay, set 2, catalyst ada, so rate of reaction lower. The factor is what? Presence of catalyst, kehadiran catalyst. Bila dia kata kehadiran catalyst, bila you tulis satu eksperimen ada catalyst, satu lagi tak ada catalyst. So when catalyst present, it will do what? EA will be lowered. Okay, activation energy lower. Okay, chemical equation. Bila chemical equation, jangan masukkan catalyst. Catalyst tak terlibat dalam tindak balas. Dia mempercepatkan atau memperlahankan tindak balas. So, zinc react with hydrochloric acid. Zinc react with hydrochloric acid. So, we do the chemical equation. Hydrochloric acid react with zinc. You will get ZnCl2 plus H2 gas. Balance 2, 2. Okay, already balanced. Okay, now I want to get the particle. from hydrochloric acid, you take what particle? Hydrogen ion. When you see one capital, one small, you take what particle? Zinc atoms. Any question? So in your explanation, which one you have to explain? The rate of reaction set 1 higher than set 2. Catalyst copper 2 sulfate present in set 1 while absent in set 2. When catalyst present, the activation energy of the reaction in set 1 is lower than set 2. Okay, the frequency of effective collision between hydrogen ion and zinc atoms in set 1 is higher than set 2. That's all. Macam mana nak tulis? Kita tuliskan. Okay, collision theory, compare 5 marks. Okay, we do together. Okay, ni the rate of reaction of set 1 is higher than set 2. You already score 1 mark. Okay, the factor catalyst, right? Catalyst copper to sulfate. You must state which one is catalyst. Catalyst copper to sulfate present in set 1 while absent in set 2. Mungkin cuprum 2 sulfat ada dalam set 1 manakala tidak ada dalam set 2. Any question? You already score point number 2. Okay, now the reason. The activation energy. Okay, the activation energy for set 1 is lower than set 2. Lower than set 2. Okay, you already score 1 mark. And saya nak kamu tulis one more point. When activation lower, banyak ion hidrogen dan sini kamu tengok partikel. Banyak hidrogen dan zinc atom kan? Banyak hidrogen ion dan zinc atoms akan mula langgar. More colliding between hydrogen ion and zinc atoms will occur. In set 2, okay, achieve activation energy, mencapai activation energy. Any question? Any question? So this one must write lah, kena more hydrogen ion and zinc atoms in set 1, okay, achieve the activation energy because their activation energy is lower. So this one 0.4. Okay, your 0.5, the frequency of effective collision. No need to write frequency of collision. Just do frequency of effective collision between hydrogen ion and zinc atom in set 1 is higher than set 2. You already score 5/5. Any question? Any question? No question, eh? Okay, copy down this. Okay, we do last factor, temperature, then y'all boleh rehat lah. Okay, ingat so make sure do the module finish up. Okay, last factor. I do last factor. Okay, last factor, temperature. Kalau temperature, okay, temperature, we use temperature what? Temperature higher. When temperature higher, Ke, what is Ke? Kinetic energy of the reacting particle will be increases. So you put higher lah. So the reason kinetic energy, factor temperature. Now we see this question. Zinc powder, okay, hydrochloric acid, they use 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, and here they use powder, size of reactant tak boleh. Concentration 1.0 mole DM -3, sini pun 1.0 mole DM -3. Concentration pun tak boleh. So what factor involved here? You see the temperature set 1 higher, set 2 lower. And time taken here shorter, here longer. The rate of reaction, this one high, this one low. Understand? So cuba dapatkan maklumat. So the set 1 rate of reaction high, set 2 rate of reaction low. Factor involved is what? Temperature. Mana satu tinggi? Set 1 tinggi, temperature. The reason the kinetic energy of reacting particle. Nanti you bagi tahu particle apa? Okay, reacting particle in set 1 is higher than set 2. Chemical equation. Macam mana nak buat chemical equation? Hydrochloric acid react with zinc, you guys will get ZnCl2 plus H2. Balance ini dua, ini dua. Okay, dapat. So you already got the equation kalau ditanya 2 markah. Okay, reacting particle. Ini what particle? Hydrogen ion, acid hydrogen ion. Comma, bila you nampak one capital, one small, you put what? Zinc atoms. Any question? Any question? Okay. In the explanation, dalam exam you akan dapat kertas kosong. You kena buat betul-betul. In the explanation, mana satu point saya kena ambil? I will take higher one. Rate of reaction of set 1 higher than set 2. The temperature of the reaction, okay, set 1. The temperature of set 1 is higher than set 2. Okay, the kinetic energy between hydrogen ion and zinc atom in set 1 is higher than set 2. Okay, then frequency of collision, frequency of effective collision, then you take your 5 marks. Macam mana nak buat? Okay, we do together. Okay, the rate of reaction of set 1 is higher than set 2. You guys already score 1 mark. Okay, all of you focusing, can Adhianman, understand?
Yes, sir.
Admin
Understand.
is here. Okay, understand? Okay, the temperature of set 1 is higher than set 2. You already score 1 mark. Okay, the kinetic energy of what particle? Just now we do right. Hydrogen ion and zinc atom. Kalau diguna calcium carbonate compound and hydrogen ion. In set 1 higher than set 2. You already score point number 3. Okay, and point number 4, frequency of collision must compare the particle. The frequency of collision between hydrogen ions and zinc atoms. Atoms in set 1 higher than set 2. Last point for this frequency of effective collision. Frequency of effective collision between hydrogen ion zinc atom in set 1 higher than set 2. You already score 5 over 5 marks. Any question? Any question? Always remember, only for catalysts, you no need to write frequency of collision. Just write frequency of effective collision. The rest is easy. Okay, so essay question, definition, one calculation, okay, and drawing. Ada masalah? Ada masalah kan? Okay, you all can do. So after this module, try to complete. You understand everything. Okay, so next week Raya. So Raya tak ada class. Okay, so your next class after this is next week, all week Raya week, right? So no class. The following week kamu cuti kan? So I will do on this Saturday. Okay, this Saturday we will focus on how to draw the graph. After that, how to use the application. So settle. So rate of reaction confirm this year essay question. Application means they will give you what? Kalau you ada masa, you pergi ke buku ni. Mana buku tu? Okay, buku ni kalau you ada masa, dalam cuti kalau ada masa, you all go to this chapter 7. Okay. Wait. Okay. Application saya sudah letak semua. These are the application. They give you small pieces of what meat and largest meat. They ask. This is the application. Okay, they give you mother wash the cloth with cold water and hot water. How to answer? Okay, this year SPM ini targeted. Boleh keluar. Okay, can one food in the kitchen table, another one in refrigerator, freezer. Which one can last longer? Ini satu application. Okay, ini sudah keluar. Antacid pill. Kenapa you kena kunyah sampai dia pecah? Turn into powder. Then the neutralization between the gastric juice and the antacid pill, which is alkali, can occur at faster rate. Ini very famous. Okay, ini you tak baca tak apa. Saya sudah bagi all the application in your book. Okay, study lah. Okay, can? And after Raya holiday, we will draw one graph. That means rate of reaction finished ready. Okay, finish. So you all can cover the rate of reaction. Then after Raya holiday, after the rate of reaction, I will go to acid and base. Okay, and before your exam, chapter 8. Okay, chapter 8 and chapter 3. And I want all of you to score in your midterm. I want all of you to score 70 and above. Can 70 and above. Okay, and pelajar yang gagal last year, I want you all to make sure this midterm put effort and score 45 and above. And trial, this student, I want you all to score 80 and above. And those already score 970, I want you all to score 90 and get your A+. Okay, so that's all for today. Kita jumpa next the following Saturday. Take care. Bye semua.
Bye, sir. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye. Santosh. Bye. Take care.